Endurance swimmer and oceans campaigner Lewis Pugh has entered day 10 of a 50-day swim in his birth town of Plymouth. He's taking on a huge challenge by swimming the length of the Channel, some 350 miles, starting his journey on Thursday the 12th from Land's End in Cornwall and stopping off at various points along his journey until he reaches Dover. He's nearly reached the 60-mile mark, but with just under 300 miles to go, we've been tracking his progress along the way. Our Sky correspondent Rebecca Williams has been in Plymouth and sent this report.
Heading for shore in what he calls his hometown of Plymouth, Lewis Pugh's attempting something that's never before been achieved. He's swimming 350 miles in 50 days, and there've certainly been a few challenges along the way.
Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish all over the place. And it just slows the swim down because you're constantly having to swim around these fields of jellyfish, get stung. And also because you're constantly looking out for the jellyfish. So my head is up, my feet are down, so constantly swimming like that.
He didn't stay long. It was breakfast and then back to the sea. This time accompanied by a group of wild swimmers, channel swimmers, even a former Olympian.
I've been told strict instructions, we're all behind Lewis, so I will stick to the instructions. But yeah, I just want to see and obviously support anyone if they're not feeling confident. So yeah, just going to stay part of the pack, really.
And for most, a half-an-hour dip was more than enough. They left the rest of the journey to Lewis.
And when we went with him, it's really, you realise how cold he is. How does he do it? Just,
yeah.
He's going to get hypothermia. Yeah.
It was a lovely swim, yeah.
Lewis Pugh started his swim at Land's End and is heading for Dover. He's got a 10,000-calorie-a-day diet, mainly made up of hard-boiled eggs. And he's brought 3 pairs of different-sized swimming trunks with him in case he loses too much weight.
When Lewis comes ashore, he obviously gets a lot of attention, but out there, in the ocean, things can get incredibly lonely. So he's invited a handful of people, including a former Channel swimmer, to go on his support boat and swim alongside him for part of his journey.
Lewis's aim is to raise awareness about the state of our oceans. He wants 30% of them around the world to become protected. Ecologists say he'll face varying conditions on his journey.
As he enters the marine protected area, certainly the environment, if it has been protected appropriately for a while, the whole environment will start to look better. There will be more fish and more crabs and a more diverse environment around him. But whether he sees it or not depends on the water visibility.
Plymouth certainly celebrating its local hero, organising events to get more people into swimming. And they're now pushing for the waters around this city to form the country's first national marine park. Rebecca Williams, Sky News.